Attention troops, it is Stormy of course, and welcome back to the Sith Relic Room once again. Well guys, I am very excited to talk about the Snoke theory because me and the Master just concocted what could possibly be the best Snoke theory yet. And why is that? Well, because it has the best possibility of actually coming true. And not only that, but it involves 4 very important characters to the Star Wars universe: Luke, Snoke, Rey, and Palpatine. There is one line from the Last Jedi trailer that really intrigued me, and it was Snoke's opening line stating, "When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power, and beyond that, something truly special." Now, of course, he could be talking to Kylo Ren, but I have a different opinion. I think it's Rey. In this trailer, I have a feeling that there are a few shots that don't line up or are simply misleading, because I think that that scene is connected with this one here, when Snoke is telling Rey to fulfill her destiny. And why is he telling her this? Because he knows who she is. He has a history with her. For a very long time now, I believe Snoke to be some kind of an ancient being, maybe even thousands of years old, perhaps a Sith or an Emperor of the past being regenerated. However, the more I look at him, the more he begins to appear like a regular human. Maybe Snoke isn't that old after all, at least not hundreds or thousands of years. Maybe he's the same age as someone like Lor San Tekka, and perhaps not just the same age, but from the same organization as well, the Church of the Force. What if who we call Supreme Leader Snoke now could have formerly been just another member? Just another person who dedicated his life to studying the light side of the Force and upholding the Jedi morals and beliefs. Snoke may have even been an advisor to Luke, a close personal member of his council. That is, until he turned. We know that Snoke has been following the Skywalker bloodline for some time, which makes it unclear exactly when he did turn. But in many respects, I don't think it matters. His interest most likely started with Luke until the birth of Ben Solo, and then the eventual possible birth of Rey. We also know from The Force Awakens that Leia and Han both know it was Snoke who turned Ben, so this must mean that Snoke is working from the inside out, possibly with ill intentions from the very moment he joined the Church of the Force. And my guess is, he didn't stop with Ben. Rey was born about 10 years after Ben, so this means that's probably right in the middle of Snoke's manipulation of him. But what could distract Snoke so much? Well, Rey, of course, if she was born inside the new Jedi Temple. Yes, she too is the granddaughter of Anakin Skywalker, but Snoke already had Ben, so there must have been something more to Rey, something truly special. What if this raw, untamed power he's referring to was an energy left over from Palpatine himself? And why do I say that? Well, in this shot here from the trailer, as a few people have already pointed out, you can actually hear Palpatine scream when Rey turns the saber on. But why? What would possibly be the reason? Unless she is somehow related to him. Whether by clone or by birth, it is possible that Rey could be some kind of offspring from the Emperor himself. And if this is the case, then suddenly the roles become reversed. Because if Luke were to ever find out this fact, who's to say that he wouldn't try to kill her? And who's to say that Snoke wouldn't try to save her? Now, all of a sudden, Rey's abandonment almost makes sense. She was left there by Snoke because nobody else wanted her. So Snoke, recognizing the potential in this untamed power, stole her and hid her away in the care of Unkar Plutt, on a planet that Palpatine knew very well, Jakku. This could be the reason that Luke is so scared of what he sees in Rey. He recognizes this power trying to make its way back to the surface. It's an evil within her that has been waiting to wake up her entire life. And now, Luke is slowly realizing who this girl truly is. The question is, will he help her, or will he turn his back? On a side note, this could also be how Snoke sustained the massive amount of damage to his body. Many have speculated for a long time that Luke and Snoke may have dueled before, and the reason he is so deformed is that he tried to take something or somebody from Luke, but he was badly damaged in the confrontation. So now I turn this conversation over to all of you. Could Snoke have once been a member of the Church of the Force? Someone who discovered and stole Rey, a little girl somehow created by Palpatine himself? Go ahead and leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void. And of course, before I get out of here, I have to give two massive shoutouts to both Schnickers123 and my channel monitor Andrew for coming up with the ideas for this theory. As always, until next we meet, stay in a galaxy far, far away.